Hello and welcome to Oldie but a Goodie, the show where we review weird old movies from 1994 and we're like, is this a goodie? Is this an oldie? And usually Sandra's like an oldie and usually Zach is like, yeah, it's pretty good. I actually enjoyed this. It's an oldie. It sucks. Yep. I hate it.
So many fake outs, just like the 90s.
Bam! Got 'em. Twists.
What's your name? Your name's Zach.
I'm joined by me, Sandro.
What?
And you, Zach.
Hello, my name's Zach.
I'm Zach. He's Sandro.
Yeah.
We're reviewing a pretty decent movie this week.
I enjoyed this one. Like, it's not an original film. We've seen it
No.
before.
But it
I
wasn't
liked it.
bad.
No.
I was surprised at how much I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I enjoyed watching this movie.
You picked it as well. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good
choice.
It seemed like a lot of the comedies that you pick that are long and we're not sure about turn out to be pretty good.
Yeah, they turn out to be way better than I expect.
Yeah.
Because I usually pick them like, lol, wouldn't this be funny? Turns out this one, you know, it was actually a pretty, like, it's not a comedy so much as it is, like, just a nice sort of story.
It's like a
with bits of
feel-good
comedy.
drama, I guess.
It's like a feel-good comedy drama.
Yeah.
Because there is comedic moments, but it's more about just the story about...
It's called Renaissance Man. You chose it out of two options. The other option was The Cowboy Way.
And I am sick of cowboys now. From like the 2 or 3 movies we've done of cowboys, I've hated all of them.
You have. We have.
Yeah,
they've both been pretty bad. Or 3. Have we done 3 or 2?
Probably 2 I can remember. 3 I'm just estimating there was another one that I've blocked out. Cowgirls Get the Blues.
Yeah. Which, not good.
And then 8 Seconds.
The 8 Seconds one. Yeah.
And I think that's just enough.
I mean, technically 3 Ninjas 3 was a Western.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was it. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah.
But anyway, we're doing
all of that
Renaissance Man, or Renaissance Man, or
or Army Cadet something.
Army Intelligence,
Army
as it was
Intelligence.
known only in Australia.
Yeah, good on us Australians for not caring about the Renaissance. Woo!
Yay!
We're outback, boy. We don't care about no Renaissance.
It was released on the 3rd...
I don't know why this is my Australian accent.
It's not Australian at all.
Yeah, this is the Australian accent.
Yeah,
you gotta
bloody
get that.
North Blade.
Yeah,
bloody...
Oh, put some guns on the Barbie.
Yeah, put some guns on the Barbie?
That's very Australian.
As in muscle guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, eat them.
Oh, God,
no.
I'm getting severe burns from putting those on the Barbie.
Yeah. I feel like a drop bear's just eating my arm off, but it was actually just a Barbie. Yeah, that wasn't very good.
Anyway, information about the movie.
So, it was released 3rd of June, 1994, which means first film of the summer season?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or like around there, yeah.
Around there. Which is it, like, it's an interesting film to kick off the summer blockbuster season.
And I think it's a good sort of standard one. When does Good Will Hunting come out?
So Good Will Hunting came out in 97.
Yes.
A few years after this.
Right, yeah. Well, that... I think you can see the sort of, like, comparison between them. They're very similar. I think Good Will Hunting's amazing. It's one of my all-time favorite films.
Yeah.
This one had a lot of the same aspects.
Yeah.
Because that Good Will Hunting's, like, very focused on the one individual, whereas this has a group of individuals with their sort of different character aspects.
Definitely. It was directed by Penny Marshall, who directed and starred in a lot of popular movies. Big with Tom Hanks was the first film that she ever directed. She got nominated for a bunch of Oscars for the film Awakenings. And she continued to do voice work for Scooby-Doo right up until her death late last year. So she's been around. She's done great stuff.
She did a good job. Yeah. Good on you.
You got Danny DeVito, main character. Main character's name is Bill. We'll probably just call him Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Danny DeVito. But Bill's a pretty simple name to remember. That's a good name.
This was a couple years after Batman Returns, a few years before Matilda. So, like, right in the middle where he was just riding high.
Yeah. And it's interesting because he's not very outlandishly DeVito. He's got a nice sort of medium...
Yeah.
He's very sarcastic.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is my favorite.
He's always sarcastic.
Yeah.
But he is very sarcastic.
Sarcasm may be the lowest form of wit, but I am the lowest form of wit, and I find it hilarious.
You're also the lowest form of
podcaster. All right, moving on.
We both are.
Like peas in a tricycle.
What? So, okay, sure, I'm going with it because that's the type of podcaster I am.
A bad one.
Not very good. I don't yes and your things. I just be like, okay, move on.
Yep.
That's why I don't do improv.
Yeah.
I do though. So,
yes. So bad example.
Bad example.
So yeah.
Oh dear. We've also got the late great Gregory Hines as the drill sergeant.
Yeah, he's good.
I guess he's the villain of the film. Not really.
There's no real villain.
No.
I think it's just conflict.
Yeah.
He incites conflict, and I think it's a justifiable conflict.
Oh, yeah.
though, because I'm on the drill sergeant's side on that one.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Wow.
Mark Wahlberg is also in this. He's one of the army cadets. It's his first ever movie.
Oh, is
First
it?
one he was in.
Well, there you go.
You can't really tell. He's pretty good in this.
Yeah. That's surprising.
Let's get into the other details. So 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Woof.
Very low.
Wow. Okay.
I would have given it 40. Maybe?
Yeah. I would give
40's
this like
pretty good.
I would have given this personally a 52.
I would have gone around there as well. Yeah.
52 for sure.
I don't know why it got so low, but an A- on Cinema Score, so audiences liked it, which is the main thing.
Well, I guess it wasn't very impressive of a movie. Like, it was just a movie.
Yeah.
So it didn't really impress the critics, because they're watching all these different movies. They're getting the sort of, they need things to stand out, and it just didn't stand out to them.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it was an enjoyable movie. Yeah.
But yeah, it cost them 40 million, which is a lot. What do you think it made, considering that next week the Summer Blockbuster season fully opens with very, very big movies? So
50 mil?
Maybe half that.
25?
Ooh. Yeah.
Wow, it really didn't do well.
I mean, that's like half of what it made.
Yeah, which is not doing...
It's not great.
That's terrible. That's like 15 million down the drain.
Yeah, it's like going out, buying a tub of ice cream and then chucking out half of it.
Yeah. Not great. Don't do that.
I think it would have made it back on like DVD sales and stuff though.
Yeah. Well,
which the sort of film usually does. And it's one of those movies that I would expect to see on TV a lot. So
yeah. It's a good TV film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're quite correct on that one.
Did you want a Band-Aid?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave that in. Just no context.
Context. Do you want a Band-Aid? What? The audience is like, what? Anyway, cool. I'm bleeding. It's fine.
It's fine.
Anyway,
from your
bicep.
Okay.
The one that I put on the Barbie. Yeah.
I was gonna say from your ears because you got to listen to this podcast. We're recording it. Oh, man, we are banty today.
Yeah, no, we got that fire, that hot
fire,
hot fire on my bicep.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, correct.
What? You eating a bloody cracker there, mate?
Yep, I'm
having a bit of a cracker mid podcast.
Yep. Because you said not to eat the cracker during podcast.
I said that.
I saved this cracker
specifically this out right now. Email oldiebutagoodiepod@gmail.com. Send in your audition tapes. I'm looking for a new co-host. The thing is, though, we can't rebrand, so you'll have to go by Zach.
You'll have to take my name.
Yep.
If you could bring some crackers, that would be great. I've run out.
Yeah, we've got to fly you all the way to Australia because most of our audience is in America.
Yeah, that's right. Bring some crackers.
It's great, yeah. And, anyway. Oh, one sec.
That threw you off.
Now Jacob's calling me.
Oh.
And you can't tell, but I just cut out the whole call right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well,
I just talked to Jacob on my phone. And seamlessly, we're back in the podcast.
Yeah.
What actually happened was I was going to put Jacob on the podcast, but you stopped the recording.
Yeah, no, I paused the recording like a
professional. I need a new co-host.
Like a professional.
I need a new I'm going to call Jacob back.
No. We gotta move on. We gotta finish this podcast before it takes us literal years.
This is actually...
Where are we?
This is the longest intro we've ever had.
This is ridiculous.
And for Renaissance Man.
Anyway... it starts off with like a board meeting. They're waiting around for Danny DeVito because he's stuck in traffic and he's trying to make his way there.
Yeah.
Because he's late, which comes out a few times. He's just late for things
Just a
sometimes.
late dude.
So he gets fired because he's late to work.
I've got this quote here where he's on the phone being like, yeah, can't you stall him? Just give him a muffin.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, we already gave him a muffin and they hated it.
Yeah, which is great. I love that.
And then he gets fired.
And so he has to go get some like work. So he signs up to get what is it?
Yeah.
Unemployment. That's
unemployment benefits. Yeah.
Yes. But then he gets a job call, and it's like, well, hey, you have a master's degree, so go teach.
Yes. And he's like, I don't know how to teach. You know, there's so many kids carrying guns into schools now. What's going on?
Yeah, well, especially at these schools. I guess you didn't read it all the way because you're going to an army base.
Oh, no. I don't want to go to a bloody army base, mate.
Danny DeVito does not say this. Can confirm. Anyway, so he's...
Who would the Australian Danny DeVito be? Is it Husey?
Probably. That's the closest we'll get, I think. Yeah.
Oh, Sean Jacobson, who was in the Australian Top Gear.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
pretty
No,
good.
that's like if you combined both of them.
If you combined Australian stand-up comedian and radio host Dave Hughes,
yes,
and Shane Jacobson from Top Gear Australia,
yes, you will get the Australian Danny DeVito. That is the perfect. Yep.
Perfect. All right.
So anyway, he flies over to this army base.
Yeah.
Where he has to get directions around. It's very difficult to find a way around. He's like, oh, what's this army base?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But he finds the I guess he's like the first sergeant is the guy that he meets.
Corporal something.
There's like the commander,
who
we see a couple times. There's the drill sergeant, who is the conflict creator.
Yes.
And so I guess this guy's like first sergeant or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So he takes him round, tours him around the base. It's like, here's this, here's that. And then shows Danny DeVito to his nice small little army cabin. Which overall, pretty nice cabin.
It's a nice room. It's a nice room. The downside is he's got to share a kitchen. Yeah,
and Danny DeVito, he's not happy.
No.
He's like, oh, this is a small little cabin, blah, 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 angry noises.
Yeah. It's just a classic hero's journey.
Yeah,
it starts off and he's grumpy. And near the end, spoilers, he's slightly less grumpy.
Yep.
It's just a
he's
classic
content
journey.
with the situation. Anyway, then we go to the classroom.
So he is teaching a class called Basic Comprehension.
Yep.
There's like 10 students.
Yeah, like 7.
Yeah.
Anyway, but the whole reason for this is because they are the dumbest cadets.
That's right.
And they need him to teach them the ability to get smarter.
Yeah.
So they've gotten him in to train their minds to make them more sharp and stuff.
Yeah, he's like...
Which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, like a logic and thinking on the spot, that sort of thing. Yeah, so first they come in and they're doing, they're marching and then only speaking when spoken to. And then they're like, what's your rank? And he's like, oh, I'm a civilian. And they all like go super casual because they're like, oh, wait, he's just a civilian. Who cares? Yeah. They are the double D's because it stands for the dumb dogs. The dumb dogs. They're the dumb dogs. They're dumb. Double D's. That's that's it. That's the joke. They're not that smart, except that they kind of are. Yes. So we've got a few people. Mark Wahlberg plays this guy called Tommy Lee. And I got a quote here, I think, when he's introducing himself. One of the jokers is like, yeah, that's right, Tommy Lee, like your mother said, Tommy Lee, it's time for breakfast, go outside and scrape up some roadkill. Oh, right, yeah. Because he's like, lives in a trailer park or something? Yeah, because he's like a trailer park boy. Yeah. There's this one guy called Leroy Jackson. This is kind of fun. Yep. Melvin? Oh, yeah, Melvin. Who is like, not Insomniac, what's the other one? The one that just falls asleep randomly? I feel like they would instantly be kicked out of the army. Yeah. It would have been kicked out of the army. Yeah, in real life, probably. It would have been like, no, can't have that. There's a few other people. There's this one, a nerdy guy. There's a guy from New York. Hey, I'm from New York. Did you guess it from my accent? He's kind of annoying.
Terrible accent, but cool character.
There's an ex-football player.
Yes.
Who joined the army because he had an accident or something like that.
He had an accident which sort of stunted his football career, so he couldn't really get into that, so he just joined the army.
There's a guy called Hobbs who is smarter than your average Double D. And then there's also, what's her name? What is her name? I don't know.
What's her name?
It's hard to know the names of a lot of these characters because they all have nicknames, but they don't call them by their nicknames enough for you to learn their nicknames.
Yeah.
And they don't call them by their real names enough to learn their real names.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters...
Yeah.
Which I guess is a mark on the, movie. It's like, you can't really follow the characters except Bill, but I think that's not really important. It's not the main focus.
Not.
It's just sort of, they're there.
They're all really fun characters, though. Yeah. And they do have some depth. At least for one scene, they all go into their sad backstory.
And then we explore some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's also a scene where they go to have dinner, and the drill sergeant is like, eat all your food.
Oh, yeah.
For every piece of food that's left on your plate, you got to do a certain amount of push-ups.
Yep.
And so everyone on this table piles all their leftover food on this one guy.
Yeah, that's great. I love that scene. That was a good scene. That was a good gag.
It's a good gag.
It was classic shenanigans.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had a problem with that. Just more food for me, I guess.
Yeah, I think there were pancakes as well that they were piling
up.
I'm
well,
with that.
Looks like some good food. To be fair, it was a lot, especially if he had already eaten. But anyway.
Whatever.
Then it cuts to sort of their class where they're bringing books to class to talk about their books. So they all bring some books. They're random magazines and other things.
Gun magazine and a sports magazine.
Yeah, one brings a comic book.
An Archie comic book.
Yeah,
very
which is
good.
Great. Great stuff. Yeah. Love it. But then they're like, oh, so teacher, what did you bring? Just like that. They say it exactly
pretty
like
much
that.
like that. Yeah. Can you just do it just one more time, just so I just make sure I've got it?
Yeah. Hey, teacher, what did you bring?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was tying my shoes and missed that. Could you just do it one more time?
Right. Teacher, what did you bring?
Perfect. Moving on.
So he's like, oh, it's nothing special. I just brought some Shakespeare. And they're like, what?
What
is Shakespeare?
Okay, so...
Whoa!
So these kids, they're the double Ds. They're the dumb dogs.
Yeah.
But surely they don't know what Shakespeare
I disagree entirely. Because one lived in a trailer park. One was living on the road. The sports guy definitely should have known.
Yeah.
He sounded like he had,
Well... It's not that they don't know who Shakespeare is, it's that they also don't know what a play is.
Yeah.
They don't know that plays ever existed.
I think trailer park and, there's excuses for them not knowing that. Like, the New Yorker guy here, I'm a New Yorker, I don't care about these
all I know
plays
is pizza!
So big, you gotta afford it. So they're like, oh, Shakespeare, what's that about? And he's like, oh, it's full of sex and violence and... incest
and they're like, oh yeah, tell us more.
They make a joke which is like, oh yeah, the country boy's gonna love it with the incest in it, and it's like, ha ha ha,
because he's from Alabama. There's also a line where he's kind of going through the synopsis of the Shakespeare book that he has, which is Hamlet. That's the one that they focus on, and he's going through the synopsis, and he's like, stuff in this kingdom is not great. Have you ever heard the saying, something is rotten in the state of Denmark? And one of, I think it's the New York guy is like, in my building, Miss Leary, every Thursday, she always cooks the corned beef with cabbage. I tell you, something's sure to smell rotten in the state of New York City when that happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's some good banter. Anyway, so he then starts teaching them about metaphors and oxymorons.
Now, hold up. You can't call me that. That's a diss. I ain't no oxmoron.
Yep. What a great line.
I wrote down so many quotes in this thing. It's fun.
At the end, when they all leave, he's like, oh, wow. Who knew Dummos? They would be interested in Shakespeare. Lamau.
Exact quote.
Yep, exact
And then he dabs.
Yeah, he's like... Dabby DeVito.
Dab, yeah. But Dabby DeVito. No.
Yes, so... So Dabby DeVito starts teaching them Hamlet, and the military instructor, who's in charge of their military training and all that, he then pulls him aside and is like, "Yo, you should be more strict in class. You should thing." And Danny DeVito is like, stuff them. Whatever. I'm super casual. I'm dabbing here.
I'm pretty sure he says, "What's the problem? I'm walking here."
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure he says that.
He does. I'm walking here.
Yeah.
The army guy's like, "Yeah, but this is the army, yo, this is the army. We're strict. That's what we do.
Yeah. We turn people into soldiers.
Turn children into warriors.
We turn cats into jaguars.
We turn dogs into slightly more aggressive dogs.
We turn dolphins into sharks.
We turn... Wow, that's impressive. That's like a different species. Wow. Yep. Man, the army's powerful.
We turn Pepsi into Coca-Cola.
Oh, burn on Coke. Perhaps same thing.
Good on you, Pepsi.
So then they're talking about Hamlet, having a good time. Then we get to the sort of the next scene after that, which
I think is Mark Wahlberg singing in the shower.
Yeah, no, I skipped over that part. I actually skipped over that.
He's singing the classic song "Achy Breaky Heart." In the
shower.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I was like, that's worthy of a note.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's actually a good scene. I should remember that. But it turns out the daddy's boy. He joined the army because his dad was a soldier before him and died in the war.
I think his name is Lou, this character.
Yeah.
But,
He loses his dad's bracelet.
Yeah.
Which he got for him. So he's like, has a big panic. And so the New Yorker guy helps him find the bracelet. But they're late for their drill. And the sergeant's like, what the fuck? Makes them... Yeah, that's the direct quote.
Direct quote.
And then, starts drilling them, making them do push-ups. You're not going to be late again.
Yeah.
You're going to be 9 minutes early. And Dabby DeVito comes over and, just starts dabbing on the sergeant.
Just dabs on the hater.
Oh, come on. They're only, 5 minutes late. Why you got to be so strict and stuff? And, of course, this really pisses off the sergeant.
Yeah.
Because in front of all his subordinates, he's undermining him.
Yeah.
They get in a big fight.
I think there's a line where... DeVito goes, talk about anal, you must have been toilet trained at gunpoint.
yeah. No, that's a great quote. Oh, I love that one. So Dabby DeVito gets pulled into
the base commander's.
The commander's office, and he's like, well, looks like you've been sent to the principal's office. Ha ha ha. Don't piss off the guys that could potentially kill you.
Yeah.
You idiot.
He says something along the lines of, the drill sergeant's course is the highest priority.
Yeah.
But then that never really comes up again. It's just a quick warning.
Yeah. It's a bit of just a basic sort of warning. Hey, don't piss these guys off.
It's a bit like a missed opportunity. I think it could have been cool to maybe have him prove the course to the commander.
Yeah,
could have been
I think that does come back a little bit.
Anyway.
So he gets in trouble. He goes back and he's like, I'm not cut out for this teaching business. I'm not sort of cut out for these. So he starts looking for more jobs. He's applying for it, but then becomes late.
Yeah.
For his class.
Yeah. And that, it annoys the students.
Yeah. They're like, well, if you don't care about us, you just care about getting some other job, we're just going to leave.
It's a little bit...
contrived.
It's a very quick change for the students to go from, we love learning about Hamlet, you stood up for us yesterday with the sergeant, and now we're angry at you and we're all going to leave.
It was pretty contrived, I'm not going to lie. Maybe that some of them would be upset.
Yeah.
And maybe have the two people that he stood up for staying and being on his side. I think that would have been cooler, but that didn't happen. Anyway.
And then, he's got to win them back, so he crashes a training drill.
He rocks up to one of their next training session that they've all gone to. So he rocks up there and is like, no, you're going to listen to me, but none of them are listening. And they all climb up this big training obstacle thing, which is called the Victory Tower.
Yeah, it's very tall.
Yeah, where it's lots of climbing and rope ladders and sort of things to sort of climb up this thing. And so Danny DeVito is like, no, you're coming back here. I'm going to get you in. So, of course, he starts climbing the Victory Tower. And the sergeant, he makes a joke like, oh, I bet I don't think they can hear you from down here. And, you know, I think you're going to have to, you know, get a bit closer.
Yeah.
And so he climbs up and the sergeant lets him climb up. And they have this sort of moment where he's climbing up and he's yelling at them and he gets to the top and it's like, all right, and you've never had to deal with mortgages or having kids or whatever. And then they're like, oh, yeah, nope, you've earned our respect a little bit back. Now you got to get down. And he's like, down?
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so he's got a very awkwardly abseil down to the ground.
Yeah, which was a really funny scene to just watch.
It looked painful.
I thought that was a great sort of scene.
And then, yeah, like, he has won the respect of the class again.
And so...
I think this is where he notices that the Hobbs guy is quite smart.
Hmm?
Yeah.
No, that's just after they have, the rap Hamlet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, which is great, because he's won their affection, back. So they decide to put on a little thing where they go through, the entire plot of Hamlet.
Yep.
But as a rap.
It's really good.
It's really good. That was probably the best scene of the movie.
Yeah.
Was them doing this, sick rap.
And they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Even Melvin. Melvin gets up, does a bit of a rap. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was. I think it was very funny how he's playing that character, but he has the piece of paper with the lines written on it, and he's reading from that.
Yeah.
And rapping at the same time, and it works. It's it's funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It was very cute how they did that.
Yeah, no, it's a really, really good scene. I'd recommend looking it up if you if it sounds like something you'd be interested in. But yeah. He notices that one of the students, Hobbs, is quite smart. You know,
yeah, he's a smart boy.
He knows what's going on, and so he's like, he goes to the guy in charge of enlisting people, I guess you say. Yeah, and he's like, "Are you sure this guy's in the right spot? Because he's
real smart.
He's real smart. He could be up for command training.
Yeah,
should probably have a look into his background.
Yeah." And the commander's like, oh, I'm so busy. I gotta deal with the broken toasters. I gotta deal with the washing machine. It's not taking quarters anymore.
Yeah.
I gotta deal with the air conditioner. It's set on frosty.
It is. It's frosty in here. You'd know that.
My balls are getting chilly.
And you know what they say about army people? When army people's balls get chilly,
no,
the guns do go off.
What?
That's what they say.
I'm not yes-ending that. Oh, yes,
You're blocking. You're blocking, Zach. That's why you don't do improv. You're blocking.
If that's the stuff that's in improv, I'm blocking all of it.
You're breaking character. What's going on?
Yeah, we're getting out of this. Anyway, I think that deserves to be blocked.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I block it as well, to be honest. I block it on Facebook. I block it on Twitter.
I'd poke it on Facebook. All right. So
that's not an option anymore. I got rid of that years ago.
Yeah. So then the army person has a look into it, and it turns out that good old Smarty Pants.
Yeah.
He's actually wanted.
Yeah, by the police. Yeah.
Because he used to deal with crack.
Yep.
But he's trying to keep his head low by joining the army. Unfortunately, now that Danny DeVito's pointed it out, they looked him up. Yeah. He gets arrested.
He gets arrested. Yeah.
And everybody's super sad. Because they're like, bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Oh, it's the radical dudes from Three Ninjas.
Bummer, dude.
Whoa,
that's not radical salsa.
I don't like the taste of that radical salsa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That really burns my skateboard.
That really singes my biceps, dude.
Whoa.
Radical.
The ones that I put on the Barbie. Gotta watch out for them drop bears, brah.
That was pretty good. I like that.
Dude.
Yeah. So then he gets all like, nah, I'm going to do better for these kids.
Yeah.
So he takes them all on a trip to Canada.
Yeah, to go and see a play. Goes over the border. Yeah.
And to go see a very cool play where they have it's like a medieval war. Yeah. They go see this play, which they all enjoy. Come back. He then he has a talk with the guys, and because they're doing so well, he's going to give them a test.
Yes, but the thing with the test though is that the army take tests very seriously.
If you test them and they fail, they're out of the army.
That's right.
They fail their Army Corps students, and they're about to pass. Yeah. They're all doing fantastic. Yeah. Everyone's happy with what you've done. Don't test them.
Yeah.
Because if they fail, they're out of the army.
And so he goes to the students and he's like, look, you can do the test if you want. If you fail, you're out of the army. If you get through, you don't get any extra prizes.
Yeah, it's just like you get the pride knowing that you passed the test.
Yeah. It's entirely optional for everyone.
Yeah.
But they all decide to do it as well. So.
Next day, he goes to like the records to try and find the file.
Yeah, the
of
file
the
on
dad for the dad kid.
On Lou's dad, yeah,
who died in the army.
Yeah, in Vietnam, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
He fought in Vietnam. She gives them to Dabby.
Yep, good old Dabby DeVito, and he's like, "Yeah, fantastic." So he leaves to go immediately give them to the Sarge.
That's right.
As a sort of peace offering, he's like, "Hey, do what these with your will." But the Sarge is busy. He's instructing the cadets.
Yeah.
He's sort of ignoring DeVito, and this is in the pouring rain, and he gets one of the students up, the New Yorker kid.
Hey! Yeah.
Hey, New Yorker kid, you gotta read me some Shakespeare, huh? You Shakespeare guys here, read me some Shakespeare, huh? And the New Yorker guy's like, oh, yeah, sure.
And so he does. Yeah. He reads some Shakespeare.
Yep. He's like, oh, yes, I have now a normal voice. No more New Yorker. And the sergeant's like, hey, now I have the New Yorker accent. This is definitely a thing.
It's not what happens. You're writing fan fiction. I don't approve of
I love fan fiction.
Okay, I'm quoting that and taking that out of context.
Yes. Love it. Then, after he recites Shakespeare, the sergeant's like, yeah, no, you've done well.
Yeah.
And so he gives Danny DeVito gives the sergeant the papers, and he's like, hey, this is the records for the kid's dad.
Yeah.
Then they have the test day. And of course, all of them rock up to the test, and he's like, yay, they all rocked up.
They all do the test. They all do very well.
Yep, they all pass. Even Melbourne.
We cut to the graduation.
Yep.
The commander is up there. He's been like, we want to pay respects to all the army people who have died protecting this country.
Yep.
And he
dedicates the whole ceremony.
Yeah.
To the kid's dad.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Because they're like, hey, he sacrificed himself to save people for this country. He's getting honors, so he dedicated the whole thing. I thought it was really neat because, this kid's graduating.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time to dedicate this sort of thing. Very nice.
And then it ends with everyone having graduated. The drill sergeant now respecting DeVito. They're getting along. They're good buddies.
Yep.
And the commander is like, hey, you want to do another term here at the base? And he's like, you bet.
Yep.
And then it freeze frames.
On him dabbing. Yep.
And that's the film.
Yep.
It's a very simple plot.
Yep.
But I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, the dabbing was really before its time, I think. That's only become relevant nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's very weird
So
that's
ahead of its time.
Yeah. But yeah, surprised that I didn't get tired of it because it was like a long film.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's quite a long film, but it was actually enjoyable for all of it, and I didn't get bored or anything. So
yeah, I was expecting to really not like this.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's a premise we've seen before, and
it's just a basic sort of premise.
Yeah.
There's nothing like crazy that we see that we've never seen in other things before, but it's all done pretty well. Great TV film. If this is on TV, go see it.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a goodie. A TV goodie.
Oh, a TV goodie.
Yes, that's my goodie for this evening.
I agree. It's the sort of film that like you wouldn't hunt down.
Yeah.
But if it's on,
if it's on, watch it.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
I'm gonna go a goodie as well, which is surprising.
TV goodie?
Yeah.
Gonna give it the TV goodie?
I'm just gonna go regular goodie.
And I'm gonna use TV goodie a lot more, so you're gonna have to figure it out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Making my job harder.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I really liked it. All the performances were good as well.
Yeah.
There wasn't anyone that was bad.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something light before we jump head first into Summer Blockbuster season, this is a good film to check out.
There you go. Yeah. And I have my spin-off ready to go.
All right, go for it.
And I'm very eager to throw it out there. So, it's very obvious because it just continues on from where the movie left off. It gets another turn.
A direct sequel.
So in the sequel, he gets like an honorary rank because he's
Dabby.
Yeah, good old Dabby DeVito.
Yeah, cool.
He gets an honorary rank for his services and stuff because he's a civilian. He can't actually have like a rank, but he gets like an honorary rank. That's when the war begins.
Of course there's a war.
Yeah. Well, it's an army base. So
Who are they at war with? Don't answer that.
Aliens.
Yeah, that's a safe option. Good work.
Robot alien.
From Russia. Oh, you ruined it.
No. Yeah. No, they're Shakespeare aliens. Shakespearean
aliens from the future.
Obviously, they're riding T-Rexes. This is a Sharknado reference, I think.
And the leader is called Khan.
Yes.
And William Shatner's in your sequel. Anyway,
yeah, so they're in the middle of doing this sort of Shakespeare stuff. Everything's going well. This war hits, and there's like a bombing attack. There's like these lasers and other things. You know, the aliens come in. They just sort of wipe out. And it's left like all the commanders and stuff has been taken out. Because the aliens have come in. And they've strategically taken out the commanders. But because Danny DeVito didn't actually have a title, he wasn't targeted. But he has this honorary rank.
I see. Yeah.
And so the like president calls in. It's like, who's in charge? And technically, Danny DeVito's in charge
because he's got the highest rank.
Yes, because he's got the highest rank.
Yep.
And now he's got to get these rough army people, and he's got to send them out into space.
So it's like a mixture between.
Well, not
the film we just saw in Independence Day. So
first he's got to take back America.
Yeah, okay.
He's got to do this ground base. So there's this like whole thing where he's now a commander, but all I know is Shakespeare. I don't know all, but
this sounds like the weirdest fish out of water film ever.
It's a fish out of water film. Yeah.
Where we're just like, uh-oh, what do I do?
But in Shakespeare, isn't there conflict? Isn't there wars and stuff? And he's like, you're right. I can use my knowledge from Shakespeare and plays and stuff and apply it to the battlefield.
That's ridiculous, but I'd watch it.
Yes.
So good.
And so he uses that somehow to, by mere fluke, to take back America.
Yeah.
And he's like this war hero now. But then they have to take it to space. Then there's another sequel, which is them and finding these aliens who turn out to be big poetry things. And he actually manages to negotiate like a peace on the grounds of their poetry.
Through the power of Shakespeare rap.
Yeah, through the power of Shakespeare rap.
What a journey.
Yeah. Is that where you thought it was going?
What a trilogy. Yeah. Alright, so mine is set during the events of the second film.
Right, yeah.
I really want to see what happens to Hobbs. He was sent off to jail.
Right. So this is the smart kid, yeah?
Yeah. The smart kid who was arrested. So my idea is he's there in jail.
Yeah.
He's got 2 days until he's released. Yeah. But that's when the alien invasion hits.
Bam bam.
And so he's there. He's stuck in prison. Maybe the prison's underground and there's a cave in. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they are stuck in this one location. So it's a very cheap film to make.
Yeah.
And he's there and he's got to rally the other prisoners together. He's got to show them how they can survive and how they can escape prison. And he also teaches them Shakespeare.
Right, yeah. Because he's like the smart one. I feel like this is the fourth movie that comes out as like a prequel.
Oh, yeah,
definitely. Thing that definitely happened.
Well, maybe it comes out in between 2 and 3 because then at the end they escape. And then they are the reinforcements that come in at the last second in the third film. So
it's like, second film happens, aliens attack.
Yeah.
Then we're like, oh, they're in such a bad position. How will they think? But then the prisoners escape and they help fight and save like America and get things.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's because Hobbs knows Danny DeVito so well that they're able to jive and they... You know, they've got that military perfect in sync that they managed to take over. Yeah, I like it.
And, it's just like this small budget, one location movie of just rising tension. Maybe there's some gangs in the prison. He's got to, find a way to get them all to work together.
And through the power of Shakespeare. Woo!
That's my one.
Yeah.
We just created it. The Renaissance Man cinematic
you could have, like,
universe.
Parodies of Shakespeare happening in the prison, and it's like the Montagues is one gang and a thing.
Yes.
The reason he manages to get them to come together is he teaches them about Shakespeare, and through that they realize that their conflict is is not as important and will only end with them all like being dead or whatever.
Exactly.
So that's why they've got to come together and work together.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Bam. Shakespeare saves the day.
Boom. We've just done it.
Yep. Aliens, definitely a great addition.
Yes, and that's the episode.
Yeah, that was the episode. I mean, check us out on the iTunes. Rate us 5 stars or 1 star. If you rate it 1 star, make sure you mention Sandro's name and not mine.
Don't do that.
So, and then look us up on the SoundCloud.
Not on SoundCloud, but on everything else.
Look us up on Facebook.
We are on Facebook.
The Instagrams.
We're both on there.
Emails.
The show doesn't have an Instagram account. We might change that one day.
Send us an email with your criticisms of Sandro.
And your credit card details. And also your audition to be my new co-host.
Your cracker locations. What? I don't know. I need some crackers.
That was a weird sentence.
Yeah, that was not exactly.
You just want crackers.
I'm looking for crackers.
All right, we'll set up the PO box and people can send you crackers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like Patreon, but we just get crackers.
That sounds way worse.
Yeah.
So, you now get to choose what we're doing next week.
Uh-oh. I've got a feeling we could actually have a month long of goodies.
Yeah, we could. So,
anyway.
we have two good old choices.
All right.
One that I think you'll be very interested in is City Slickers 2, The Legend of the Curly Gold.
What?
Which is apparently a Western comedy.
Nah, done with Westerns.
Yep. I knew we would get to that point and we'd be done. It has a great name, but
So what's the name?
City Slickers 2,
Right.
The Legend of Curly's Gold.
What do you think the plot is? A bunch of city kids go to the West and have to find gold.
Yes.
Sounds awful.
That sounds terrible.
It's a terrible name.
Aha! But the other one, it's not that great. It's okay. It's Speed.
Oh, I wonder what I will choose.
Yeah, but what about this great Western? Don't you love Westerns, Sandro?
I think the choice would be maybe, yes, let's do City. No,
we're
doing Speed.
No, we're doing Speed.
Obviously doing
Speed. Speed. Yeah, let's do Speed. That's a good one.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in a
classic.
while. Yeah. I feel like it's one of those, it's kind of like The Crow. It's like a perfect 90s action film.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah,
but you can just put it on and watch it, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. Alright, sweet. We'll do Speed next week. If you want to take that as a reason to rewatch Speed for the episode, feel free.
Do that. It's good for them.
But let's end with our favourite quotes. I've got this one, which is where Dabby DeVito is like, have you ever heard the saying, something is rotten in the state of Denmark? And the guy's like, nah, but in my building, Mrs. Leary every Thursday cooks the corned beef with cabbage. I tell you, something sure does smell rotten in the state of New York.
Nah, hold up. You can't do that. That's a diss. I'm no oxymoron. What great quotes.
Good quote.
Can understand now I got a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Look, the quotes weren't great, but the film was good.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was funny.
That's the episode.
Bye.
I feel like I say that's the episode a lot.
Yeah.
I should stop saying it.
I think that's a good way of ending the film.